Hi everybody, I'm back again with another Zombicide series. This one's going to be scenario 9, Might Makes Right. So what this first video is going to be is the setup and a bit of clarification. Now on my last series, the Grindhouse series, I got quite a few comments about the way that I did the range shooting. I was told that I did it wrong. Yes, I did. And I'll tell you the reason why I didn't do it the way it's supposed to be done. But before I do that, I will show you the way that it actually should be done according to the rule book. Now here's Nick. He's standing a zone away from Josh, a walker, a runner and a fatty. Now with ranged weapons you've got to follow a certain rule. You have to hit the figures in a certain order, and this is the order that you hit them in. You hit the survivor first, then the walker, then the fatty, then the abomination, and finally the runner. If you have a situation like this where you've got all of these in one area, you're never going to kill the abomination and you're never going to kill the runner at the back, purely because the hit values, the survivor, the walker and the runner have a hit value of 1. So you need a weapon that will do like sawn-off shotgun here that has a hit value on the end here of 1. The fatty has a hit value of 2. So if you've got a melee weapon like this one, which is a chainsaw, when it focuses, that will kill a fatty. And a shotgun also has a hit value of 2, so that will also kill a fatty. These two will also kill the walkers, the runners and the survivor as well. To kill abomination, he has a body value of 3, so you need to find a weapon that will have a 3 here, and the only one that they've released at the moment is the Molotov. I'm assuming in future expansions they might release a weapon that will be able to kill an abomination by shooting him. We'll have to wait and see. So I'll give you a little scenario here. You got Nick. He's got 2 sawn-off shotguns, so he's got dual weapons, and he wants to shoot into the zone there. Now the sawn-off shotgun, because it's dual weapon, he has 4 dice. He's got to get 3 or more to hit, and it will only attack figures with a value of 1. So these weapons will only hit the survivor, the walker and the runner. So say he's got 3 or more, 4 dice. So he's thrown 2 4s, a 5 and a 6. What happens here is, because you've got to follow this rule, he will hit Josh first. And because Josh, or all survivors, have a life value of 2 life values, 2 life points if you like, the first 2 highest dice, which is a 6 and the 5, will hit Josh and it will kill him. The next set of dice, which would be the 4, will hit and kill the walker. The next dice, which is a 4, will just bounce off the fatty, because the fatty has a body value of 2, so it won't do it. So the fatty and the runner at the back there will be safe. Now the way that I did it that way, but also this rule applies if you're in the same zone as well. You have to follow the same rule. The way that I did it is, if I'd thrown these 4 dice, I wouldn't have attacked Josh. I would have used those 4 dice to attack these guys with the sawn-off shotgun, so it would have killed the walker and the runner, but not the fatty, because again it's only got a value of 1. Now the reason I did it this way is because I think that's more realistic. If you've got a figure like Nick here, he can actually see everything in this zone, so therefore he could target whatever he wanted. Apparently you can't do this. It's a stupid rule. I'm assuming the reason they've done it that way is so that you have to be more tactical when planning your way around the streets and that. It makes it a lot harder to kill what you want to kill, so a lot of tactics are involved. I'm assuming that's the way they've done it. The only way you can target any zombie you want without hitting Josh there is to use a melee weapon or hand to hand. So if you had like the chainsaw here, you've got 5 dice to get a 5 or more, and it does a damage of 2. So if he'd thrown this, 2 4s, a 5 and a 6, would have used the 6 to have killed the fatty, and the 5 would kill the runner, and the 2 4s wouldn't have done anything because you need a 5 or more. So that's the only time you can do it, is with melee weapons. Another thing, I've got a shotgun here. Shotgun is 2 dice, 4 or more, with a value of 2. So if he was in this zone and he throws a 6 and a 5, he'd still have to use both of those dice to kill Josh, and the 3 zombies would survive. The only way that wouldn't have happened is if Josh was here, Nick was here, or he could have been here, doesn't really matter. He's specifying he's shooting in this area, and he's using his shotgun. 2 dice, 4 or more, throws a 6 and a 5. The 6 would hit the walker and kill him, and the 5 would hit the fatty and kill him, so the runner would still be alive. So hopefully that is the shooting clarified for the way it should be done. For this scenario, I'm going to do it that way. I'm going to play it the way that it's supposed to be played. But when I play with friends and family and that, I will do it the other way, purely for the fact that I think it makes more sense. The game's hard enough as it is. Playing it this way is going to make it nigh on impossible. But there you go. So what I should do now is just put these guys away, and then I will do the setup. As I say, this scenario is scenario 9 in the book, and in order to play this you need to set up 4 tiles. Just go into a bit more detail now once I put these away. Right, they're out of the way. Okay, so what we have here is the setup, and this is geared up for a 1 to 3 player game. Because it's just going to be me playing it, I get 4 survivors, and the object of this scenario is you've got to find these 4 points on the board, the objective markers should I say. 3 of them are double-sided, 1 of them has got a blue cross on one side. What this means is the double-sided ones, if you find one of these, you get an extra survivor appear on the board in the place of this marker, and that survivor starts with no weapons or items whatsoever. And the object of the game is to find all 4 of these objective markers and then get back to the start, which is here. You've got to get back to the start with, if it's 1 player, with at least 4 survivors. You've got 3 spawning points, and you've got a car, and the car cannot be used, but it can be searched. In order to search the car, inside is nothing but weapons. So what you have to do is when you search it, you have to go through the pack until you pull out a weapon. There are 4 doors. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to shuffle up these and place them on the board. Let's just put them on the board here. Shuffle these up so we don't know where the blue one is. Don't forget that's a dud. So the first one, just refer to the book, is up here. You've got another one in the bathroom. Got another one here. And the last one is right up in that top corner. So that's the board layout. What we've got to do now is pick our characters. Before I do, what you have to do is you have to take out the 2 Molotovs. Because it's 4 characters, you take out crowbar, pistol, pan and fire axe. And you take out all the pans. You've got to take out the Evil Twins and Mars shotgun, because these aren't used, so they're not used in the game. I've just got these 2 ready just in case I pick the characters that have to have them. Got the wound markers you've got to take out. I will shuffle these up now. Not very good shuffling, I know, because I'm doing it one-handed. I'll shuffle the zombie spawn cards as well. Let's mix them up so you don't think I'm cheating. What we're going to do now is going to mix up the survivors and just pick 4 at random. So the first one is Phil. Now Phil starts with a pistol, so I've already taken a pistol out just in case. So he's got the pistol. We're now going to pick the next survivor, and that is going to be El Cholo. And El Cholo starts with double machetes. Mix them up again. Next character is Wanda. And just pull them over here because I'm running out of room. And finally, the last character we get to use is Ned. So I'll put the start token on Phil, because he would go first. Just move these to one side because I'll be using them later. So before I start, I'll get the characters out. There's Phil, El Cholo, Wanda, and Ned. There's the 4 characters that we start with. Next thing to do, the 4 cards that you had to take out, shuffle them up, distribute them out. Now last time when I played, because El Cholo had the 2 machetes, I didn't deal him out an item card, but apparently you do have to. So Phil, first one, got the fire axe. El Cholo, got a crowbar. Wanda, has got a pistol, which means poor old Ned stuck with a pan. But probably what will happen is Ned will trade with El Cholo or Phil to get a weapon. Here we have all the zombies ready for battle, and the extra characters down here for if I do manage to get that far, I pick out and use. Got all the sound tokens available. I will put these on the cards ready for the next video. So the next video will be goes rounds 1 and 2, hopefully. So here we go with the game. I think I explained the shooting properly this time. If not, it will be explained when I'm going through the game. So hopefully I haven't missed anything, and fingers crossed I won't make any mistakes on this video series. I expect I'll probably lose. The object of this one, I think, the best tactic is to search and search, get some decent long range weapons, and just basically kill everything in sight. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go in here to get this one, and then we might move round a bit to go up there and do that one, and then that one, and finally finish off with this one. So it's right near the exit. Get out. So you're potentially looking on one of those two spots is definitely going to be a survivor. So we're going to gain an extra survivor. Hopefully there'll be a survivor there, so we'll gain him before we start. So until the next video, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.